now plugged into the Liquid.
You know how crazy that just looked? I thought you pulled out like some lean and some pills and some perkies just now. That was crazy. Like I was just like,
you don't take more than like 2 a day.
I'm gonna put them.
No, I don't want.
They're 500 milligrams.
What is that?
That's the same brand that I bought some pills called like
You want some Molly's?
Echinacea.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
What?
Oh, okay. I be needing that. I don't do
You
Molly
heard
no
that?
more. That shit fuck you up.
It's really good.
What?
Molly, that should be bugging you.
Yeah. It's really good.
Geeking.
Unless you got that good. But it's
Hey.
very,
Unless you got the Wilburs.
Because I've had Molly
Clean
where,
boys.
Look, seriously,
Any-
I've had
look.
Molly where I can eat and I can
Any
sleep
Molly
at,
that you
like,
can fall
literally-
asleep at a decent time
Right,
is
like I'm
great
peak.
Molly.
I'm rolling for like 3 hours,
That's
and then
how
it's
you
like,
know.
damn, I'm hungry. Like if I'm
Damn,
high,
I'm
I'm hungry
sleepy.
and I'm
Look.
sleepy.
I ain't gonna lie. I had some. I was high for like 36 hours.
I had some
No, see, that's
dirty.
not-
I had some dirty
It's
too.
the
On God,
scariest.
I had to smoke
Hey.
weed just to get high off that to come down from the Molly.
Damn.
And I was on
Yeah.
the block, and I'm like, yo, I'm sober. Niggas like, you alright? I'm like, yo, I was high for like 2 days,
But
bro.
the weed kind of enhances it low key.
It enhanced it, but then but I
It makes
came
you feel
all
high,
the
but
way
makes you feel
down
high
though.
on weed. I understand what you're saying.
But
I feel like
Molly's
I like
like-
to smoke weed regardless of what I'm taking.
been
Like I
rolling.
like to smoke weed.
Camera's been rolling. Podcast been rolling. Y'all know how we do. It's the Liquid, y'all. Special guest Cito Blanquito in the motherfucking We gonna start it off nice and polite. I'm sick. Threw up 3 times in the parking lot.
Word, that's the type
So that
of.
just summarizes how I feel right now. But I feel good. For me, new table.
Oof.
Yes, nice brown
You
table.
feel me? Same bullshit though, so nothing changes.
Nothing changed with the
Y'all don't get
table.
fooled. It's the same
Word.
goofy niggas and shit.
Same old shit.
We got a long day
different
today.
day.
We got
We
2
do.
episodes. We got a photo shoot. We got an interview podcast. NWO. Shout out them boys, niggas with opinions.
Hey.
It's gonna be a good day. Let's get into it.
Oh,
Yanz,
that's
we
what it
got?
stands for?
Yeah, niggas with opinions.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, what we got?
All right. Well, last episode was very hype. We got a lot of energy. We got a lot of opinions.
Got a
and
lot of
stuff.
feedback from y'all.
A
Shout
lot
out
of
to y'all.
feedback. Yes, that was awesome.
I heard.
So
But we saw it coming though.
yeah.
We saw it coming.
So
We saw it coming.
we were talking about the topic was being Mary Jane. For again, you guys that haven't seen the show, it's a series on Netflix starring Miss Gabrielle Union.
Shout out.
And we were talking about how in the beginning of the show she was dating this man. She finds out that he is married, and she kind of just tells the wife like, "Hey, I'm having sex with your husband."
I'm the side bitch.
Yeah, like, "Hey, I'm the side bitch."
It's our nigga, sis.
And wait, and she was okay with it?
no, she left him.
Oh,
She left
the
him.
side or the main?
No, Gabrielle Union was
Both.
the side. She finds out that the guy that she's having sex with is married with kids.
Alright, what's his
So-
ethnicity? Is he like white or is he black?
No, he's black.
And the
course.
side, everybody's black.
Everybody's black.
Okay, cool.
dumb.
No.
Serious?
Let's
What does that
not
even matter?
act like that does not matter. Okay?
All right. Well,
that
it's a TV
matters.
show, so at this point,
Alright,
whatever.
that matters.
But
But it's shown on BET.
it's on Netflix. It's called Being Mary Jane.
Oh,
Okay.
So Gabrielle Union, she's a side. Whatever. She finds out she's a side. She tells the wife, "Hey, look, I'm having sex with your husband. I'm going to back off. I don't want to have sex with him, but I'm just letting you know that he's a piece of shit." Type of
Real
thing.
shorty, real
Type of thing.
Real woman shit.
Type of thing, right? And that's why I emphasize so much the last show on, like, if you're in that type of situation, you have to find in yourself, like, you have to find why it is that you're telling the main girl, if it is that you're even telling the main girl, because it's just like, you know, but if it is that you're telling the main girl, you know, then you have to find why it is that you are doing that. Like being pregnant, we got into that. Like being pregnant is a huge thing. It's like,
That's like the ultimate game changer right there.
That's
dog.
a fact, though.
literally.
Ultimate game
That's a
So,
fact, though.
Cito, you're here, and thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming.
Of course.
Hey.
You know
One more time for
what
Cito
I mean-
Blanquito.
I'm mad hype.
from the NYC.
Mad
what
hype.
type of time it
So
is.
if you are seeing somebody, you're dating somebody, and you find out that she has a man, would you tell her spouse?
As a man, nah, it's different. Like it's always tough because in situation like that, when it comes to like man code, it's hard to like say that in a way that doesn't emasculate him or come at his ego.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
make you wanna try your shit.
because it's kind of like naturally it's just like, yo, if I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, your girl be on me, bro. like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
Like,
dude,
he gonna wanna
he
fight you
gonna
off
look at you
rip.
like,
On
what you
site,
mean?
on
Yeah,
site,
you know what
on
I'm saying?
site.
He be like,
What you
yo,
mean?
yeah, but if I be like, if I pull up on him like, yo, bro, like, you know crazy, yo, man to man, yo, look what your girl be texting me. He gonna look at me like, yo, who are you, bro? Like, what are you doing? He gonna call his girl. She gonna deny it.
Mad emotional quick.
Exactly. So it's kind of tough in that spot. So
Is there like a non-emotional or a appropriate way
Nope.
to approach that as a man?
I don't think so.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Heartbreak Cito.
it's hard no
Yeah.
matter how you wanna look at it, because like even like telling your friend like his girl's cheating is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a man.
Yeah. Great
I've went in spots where it's like, yo, if he's
you seen his girl doing something?
What?
Oh,
And I'm like, yo, no
That's
lie.
tough.
And if he swing,
That's
like,
tough.
on God, bro, I will never forget it. It's like 2011. I'm like in Dykeman. I'm lying. I'm in Brooklyn Flatbush. Yo, some girl my dude was talking to at the time was crazy because it was a side chick, but his main chick, but the side chick cheating still. Anyways, though, I see her driving. I see her driving, right? I see her driving.
Hold on.
Right?
Go ahead.
No, I see her driving in some other nigga car, right? And I'm like, and me and my bro just look at her like, oh shit. So I'm like, I have to go tell my bro, but then I know when I tell him, he's gonna be like, you sure it was her? What she had on?
Questioning you,
When she-
like you
when-
know,
no, like no lie, they interrogate you, and then eventually they be like, and then the crazy thing, girls flip her like, yo, why you listen to your friend? Like he been trying to talk to me too. So it's like, it's a lot of like,
that's
it's
very true.
It's
That's
a lot
very
of different balances of what should happen, but to the original point. It's hard to speak to a man about situations like that. I've actually been in a spot like that, like my ex. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen something on her phone, and I hit dude up. I said, "Yo, on God, you don't owe me nothing, bro. But what's up?" And he was just like, "Yo, fuck out of here." I said, "All right, cool." Left it alone.
So
Exactly.
See, but you would have fought him if he wanted to fight.
Nah.
It's
So he
just for
didn't give you-
confirmation.
So, okay, so
he didn't tell you nothing. He didn't tell you
Okay,
nothing.
but
Wait.
Cito.
Nah, he didn't tell me nothing, but it's kind of like I'm in a different space in my life. Like I've
Okay.
graduated past my
Question,
ego, so not gonna bother me.
Stop trying to avoid my question. Look,
My fault. Nah, I didn't. What's the question?
You didn't even give a
What's the
question.
question?
if Buddy would have came back on some like try your gangster shit, would have fought him over that?
All right, see, this is my thing, right? If you want some like, if he's like, I fucked your bitch, I'm like, all right.
That sounds.
Hold on.
Fuck your bitch is like the worst.
I know
thing
it is though.
a
It
man
is.
can
No,
hear.
it is though. But hold on. But I gotta ask. But I ask myself.
I don't even fuck.
But hold on. But it's. No. But
I have sex.
I
with
think
her.
love to my girl.
I mean,
you
no,
fucked her.
No, but
You're
that's
mean.
that's tough though. That's 100% tough. But to me, it's like sometimes be a trap. It's like, yo, like if you're enticing me in that situation, am I
got no
gonna be
choice,
mad?
yeah.
Like on God, it's kind of like, but like I can hear it in my voice. My brother, like, is he lying though? Like, did he have sex with my girlfriend?
Yeah.
If the question is yes, then it's like, is he
might just be
lying?
testing
Like,
you.
is he lying though?
Yeah.
Like, what? I could be mad about it, or I could just go about it in a situation. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, facts. I hear you. I hear
So
you.
you're questioning, and I'm sorry, I got distracted by
lot.
over here. But
my bitch.
your question, your thing was like, is he lying about what? Like, if he says yes, like, what is he lying about? I'm sorry.
he's saying like,
About
do I
fucking
still
your bitch?
do I still want to fight him?
Yeah.
Right. The
Yeah.
thing about, I think one of the hardest things.
Like,
and-
if he says yes, I fucked your
Just
bitch,
gonna,
your
like-
mind is asking yourself, like, is he
Is
lying?
he lying? Like, why would niggas just sit here and be like, yeah, I fucked your bitch
Some niggas be
involuntarily?
green,
Like,
some niggas be
No,
green.
no
but
lie. The
that's
thing about it is
so
the hardest thing about being in that spot is kind of like you want to defend somebody that still just violated your trust. Because it's like
Yeah.
he's still being disrespectful to somebody you care about because you're in a relationship with that person.
Right.
But you're still hurt because it's like that person just broke the bond of that relationship.
Yeah,
so it's
true,
still
true.
kind of like, don't call her a bitch, but you still had sex with her. You know what I'm saying? It's
Like,
kind of
don't be
like,
calling
you know
her
what
a
I'm saying?
bitch.
It's like, don't call her a bitch, but you had sex with my girlfriend.
like that. I
But
like
then I gotta
that.
look myself in the mirror like, you bitch ass nigga, like how you sound right now? So it's kind of like, it's tough. It's tough.
I feel
Nah,
like
it's tough. It's
I
tough.
feel like a lot of times the nigga that has to, the person that always has to go and reach out and say, hey, did you whatever is always looked at as the bitch ass nigga or the
That's a
bitch
fact,
ass
though.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just always
I don't know. You're asking me.
you get what I'm saying? Like
Nah, it's some dudes be like, yo, ask your girl. You know what I'm saying? Certain people be like, yo, situation like that.
do you
But
feel like that's a fair answer? Ask your girl if I'm asking you.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
be,
feel
no,
like-
just,
No,
hey, just be straight
I feel
up,
like-
dog.
I
Be like,
feel-
look, hey, this is my girl. Did you have sex with her?
Right.
Yeah, but-
Because
Yo,
if I'm coming
yo.
to you with that question, I don't want you to tell me, ask your nigga.
No, I
I'm
want,
asking
look,
you.
Like,
if I'm coming at
clearly I
you with
could've
that
done that.
question, you're not going to tell, like, don't respond. If you're not going to tell me yes or no, do not respond to me. You better go tell our nigga to check me or tell me what's going
Right,
on.
I think leaving me
Fuck
on
outta here.
scene is better, or leaving me
Than
on
telling me
red.
to ask my nigga, because
Ask
now
my
I'm going
nigga,
to fucking
'cause now I'm
slap
hot.
you.
Right now, I'm
Alright,
hot.
but
Now I'm going to slap
but
you,
no
bitch.
lie,
Don't be
though.
telling me what to do with my nigga.
But the thing is, that's crazy though, is
For
that
our nigga.
for y'all, for women, it's different though. For y'all, it's different. Y'all kind of have the no. You gotta know,
Hell
sis.
no.
Like sis, you better find out if that nigga cheating or not. For dudes, it's kind of like, damn, because you don't want to tell your man's your girl to cheat on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tell.
You don't,
Wait,
nigga.
wait, hold on. Say it again. Say it again.
You don't
What
want
guys
to tell
involved
your
are you
friend
talking?
that your girl just cheated on you. You don't want to. It's tough to confront her because she's still your friend. Who you gonna go tell your pops? You gonna go tell your moms? Like
God.
sometimes you be in a spot where it's like
Pray on it.
you
Pray
like
on
you have to
it.
figure this out on your
Pray
own.
on it.
When
Ishy.
girls get cheated on at times, they could go like, yo, sis, like, what happened? Like, it's okay, you gonna be alright. Like, niggas
You
would be
better
like,
pray on it.
damn, nigga, I knew that shit. And them same niggas, no lie,
Still stay
2
with
months later, bro, they trying to crack. Like it be crazy how
Niggas are
life
dirty.
is. Like
Like they
it's,
trying to
it's-
what? Like they trying to
homeboy.
get back on that.
Cause
The
niggas out
homeboys?
here,
As fuck.
cause niggas out here trying to find like the weak ones. You feel me? The ones that be giving.
And there's something
Nah, it's
about like
vulnerable.
there's something about
Yeah.
the
The
flesh
vulnerable shorty.
exactly.
that when you
Nah.
want something more that you don't have. Like people, we always want what we can't have.
it's more
That's a
intriguing, you know.
And
That's
that's
a fact.
everybody, bro.
a whole
Believer,
fact.
non-believer, Jews, Gentiles, everybody.
Nah, the flesh is
It's
that.
something that's born in your flesh.
That was the truth. But to the point you made, like like it scares me now because it's like inadvertently I know dudes that attack vulnerable girls. Like
Of
they attack,
course.
like it's like they see a chink in the armor and they're like blood in the water.
Ooh, I could get
And it's
that.
just kind of like,
Yeah.
yo, that shit scares me. It's just like I be in a spot right now in life where it's like I want to be like still be aggressive and be a man, but not be toxic. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to find that balance because a lot of women still like are attracted to toxic behavior to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just like,
They
how
don't
do
know
I
any better.
be with her without leveraging what I offer in her life for like sex? Like that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
hard. Like I could sit here and like, let me not hit her up for 3 days. Now she's like, oh my God, like this, that, and the third.
If you
Now
don't
she
hit
won't
me
come
up for
fuck
3
me.
days and you text me, I'm not texting you back.
But
Oh,
but listen,
shit.
but the right
I
person,
might.
it depends on the energy.
Chance,
Nah,
shit,
it depends on
dog.
the energy though, because all them other niggas that you text in the meantime, like fuck him, it only gonna last for a little bit until you want
them
that
3
one.
days.
But that one person to hit you, and then the next time you see him, you may feel so broken down that the only thing you can offer is your vagina. And then now
Yeah.
he's like, I got it, and it sucks because it's like I don't want it that way. Like that bothers me.
That routine.
Like,
So
you know what I'm
don't-
saying?
you don't have to do that.
No, but a lot of dudes have sex that
temporary,
way. Like, no lie, a lot of dudes have sex that way. They leverage who they are and what they represent on women. Then they
Yeah.
they twitch it, and then like now she's like, shit, what do I have left?
It's the
then they
millennials
just-
too, though, bro.
and then they
the
just-
millennials
they give
are
it
like
up.
that. Like,
Yeah,
well, not
yeah.
everybody. There's hope. I believe there's hope. There's hope. I believe there's hope, but
Yeah,
it,
and
it's
we
it's gotten to that
and
point.
we just learned recently, me and Ishy, our friend my friend Becca came, our friend
To the crib,
to
yeah.
the crib, and she was telling us how millennials is kind of like us. The younger generation is Generation X.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
I
some
thought
bullshit
I
like
thought
that.
we were all millennials.
I thought we were all
No,
millennials.
You know,
Millennials
lie,
were like the 90s.
You know what's funny?
No,
Like,
95.
No.
She said 95. and
Starting at
90.
95, your
No, no, no.
generation.
Oh my
X.
god, I'm a millennial.
You know what's funny,
Wait,
though?
what?
I thought I was a
No.
millennial. I
That
thought I
is
was a
95.
millennial.
X. It
No,
is.
hold on.
I'm
hold
not
on.
X.
Where-
Don't
you
fucking
might-
play with
We're
me.
yo,
X.
Kyle, we're millennials.
We're millennials.
But you know what's crazy though?
But
Be- before-
generation
95.
Generation X
It's
is
after
I'm
Generation
not
X.
Generation X. I don't care.
You know what's wild?
Aw.
It's very
Go ahead.
nah,
Cito.
it's very millennial of us to think that everybody's millennial after us. Like, it's very like,
Okay,
yeah,
but
we the shit
I'm
that
a millennial.
after us,
Fuck
that's
that.
it.
I
Like,
don't
you
want
know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
Generation X.
Chill,
You're whatever
chill.
you wanna
Super
be,
facts,
dude.
Cito. Great
Google
point.
Nah,
says
nah.
Generation X is 1961,
No, they brought it back. I think it's X squared.
and then millennials started. What do you say?
X squared.
No. And then
To the power of two,
To the
baby.
power,
and then,
baby.
and it says millennials start date is 1981.
That's
Look,
Google.
it says yeah.
So there has to be different time frames for
yeah,
X.
for
then,
whatever.
You know?
Yeah, X has to be a different type of.
Nah,
So then we're like an X to the fourth power then.
y'all
That's a
not
fact.
making no
Like,
goddamn sense.
when does a millennial stop? Like on ours.
Millennials born from 1981 to 1996.
Oh, I'm a millennial. I told y'all.
Millennial, like
I'm a millennial.
Okay.
I
Millennial.
told y'all.
What's that?
Millennial,
That's Wikipedia.
y'all.
That's
Millennial. It's the liquid, baby.
You gotta
Yeah,
check
back
that.
to
You
the
gotta check
topic.
that source.
Back to
Anyway,
the
back to the
nigga.
topic.
That's Wikipedia.
Whenever, look,
y'all know how to
whenever,
speak English.
whenever you were born, you always have a chance in life to be a real nigga or a fake nigga, no matter when you were
No
born.
matter
Your
what.
choice.
Go ahead, Yanz.
All right. So,
Generation X is a lot of fake niggas, but that's
I mean,
that's
I'm,
beyond me.
I'm kind of just I'm
Millennial.
I'm so like worked up with the topic.
millennials.
Millennials. That's mad funny.
Millennial.
Ooh.
I'm changing my
Okay.
ways.
Changing my ways. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So, Cito, if you were in a relationship, this is just me wanting to ask you, like, if you were in a relationship, well, would you get in a relationship with a woman that has a boyfriend?
What?
has a boyfriend?
Like what?
I know Cito's brain just
Like
shook.
yo, I was just like, what?
Would you get in a
Would you get
relationship,
involved?
or would you get involved with a woman who
with a
already
woman?
has?
So like, it's like.
Can I
it's-
throw him a scenario? Can I throw you?
Nah,
something?
most definitely.
The scenario comes after the first
After.
response, girl.
No, is it a
Fucking
is it, what is it? Is it a
millennials,
what is it? Polygamous relationship? Whatever they be jacking.
No,
is
like,
it open?
like, okay, just
What
try
if
to
she's in an open?
just
Like,
try to
say,
steal a
is
nigga's
she-
girl.
Is she a swinger?
Just
Like,
try to steal a nigga's girl.
okay, hold on. Okay,
Are you into swinging?
listen. All right, listen.
That wasn't a no.
All right, listen.
I didn't hear no.
All right, listen, man. After the first scenario, right? You know what I'm saying? They lay that for later. Say that for later. All right?
First
Hey,
answer
listen,
first.
we all
Okay, so
we
you-
all play in the playground. We
so
all
you
got
like
on
to
swings,
swing.
bro.
Yeah, you
So
like to
listen.
swings.
All right. What was the question again?
Okay, would you steal a nigga's bitch?
I
Point blank, that's what
honestly,
the question is.
I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. When I was younger, it was an achievement. Like no lie, if I took a nigga bitch, I was like, yeah, I'm that man.
That nigga, yeah.
But when I got older, I realized grown ass men will kill you over their woman. And
Yes,
I've
they
like
will.
they
Legit.
like big men will legit take out the
threaten
like
your
for
life.
real.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
gonna turn the headphones back up.
it's tough because it's also like
I'd rather have it loud. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
I've been in situations where it's like I end up being with somebody's girlfriend and I didn't know that.
See, this.
Yo, I swear to God, yo, on everything I love, and it
That girl's
it blew
a
my-
savage.
and it blew
Like,
my.
I was trying to explain to them
That
that
girl's
it's
a-
like that, but they bully us for that. They say we
do
don't
it,
know.
yeah.
We don't
Like,
know. I'm
no,
supposed to
not-
know.
That's the
You
thing.
bitches
Like,
be
yo,
hiding shit.
on
Niggas be
God,
hiding shit
like
too.
for real, like it's crazy. Like girls have they type. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you walk in, you might be that nigga for that night, and that's it, and that's all it gotta be though. So sometimes you find
crazy.
yourself in a spot, and then you really be looking a couple months later, Valentine's Day pop up, and you like, hold on, and the nigga's pointing like, yeah, been with her for 3 years. You like,
Trying to put the tire. He's like, hold on, bro.
whoa, 3 years, like what that mean? Like you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's tough because there's dudes out here that may not like me because you're leveraging that. You feel me? And girls be like I know girls that doing some like, oh, I remember when I was with Cito, we went here. And it's like, yo, stop doing that shit. Like you got niggas out here inadvertently hating me that I don't even know. On some, you're trying to leverage me to somebody else to be better.
Very true.
That's
Good point.
fucked up.
Question,
You know what I'm saying?
question,
That is-
question to bring us back to our first episode, which I think you are like our first guest ever. Remember that. Are you
Word.
still?
That's
Oh,
dope,
and then
damn.
when you called in, are you still wasting a lot of money on dates?
All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with
I
you.
say yes.
Not as much. You feel me?
This nigga say he
not-
could buy 2 houses. No.
like-
He's
nah.
not tipping. He's not tipping.
I'm
now.
less lenient.
Alright, yo, like, nah, it be tough, like the whole date thing, you feel me? I'll be trying to like focus, you feel me? And do what I'm supposed to do. But it's hard though, especially in the space we in right now with like masculinity and new form of narrative of society and shit. It's like, am I supposed to pay? Do I don't pay? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like
No, you always.
Are
If you
women?
invite, you pay.
Are women? Tell me out. Are women in New York still not holding hands and just slapboxing?
yo, honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. I think like it depends. Like if she got an unlimited Metro card, we holding hands.
You better slide that bit.
But nah, but if she only got $10 on it, then they still slap box.
All right, so Cito, so let's bring it back. Do you swing or do you not swing?
All right, listen. I'm gonna keep the whole thou wow with you, right? All right, listen.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna keep it a whole
swing?
thou whiz out with you, right? All right. Now, I state this, right? Okay. I'm a kinky nigga. I'm not a freak, all right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna state this, right? In the areas in which I do check the box off, we can hit sky's the limit. You feel me? In the areas that I'm like, nah, that's a whole nah.
Yeah.
But me understanding just life in general is just like, yo, like if I'm gonna get married to my wife one day and we just gonna have sex for like
good,
60
baby.
years
Hey,
with the
grab a
same
seat.
people,
Grab a seat
Word,
right here.
pull up.
So you can sit.
like have sex for 60 years together.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm not that type of nigga. You feel me? So it's kind of like I understand that like love is deeper than just like the physical connection. Like if our souls is in love, then I could see how our flesh could go bust a nut somewhere else real quick and come back and build the foundation that we want. So
Wow.
I'm cool with that to a certain
That is
extent.
an interesting answer.
Nah, because I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's kind of like, all right, right now society cheating is a big problem. So now it's kind of like let's eliminate
It's always
cheating.
been. I feel like it's always been a big problem.
I'm not.
So you want to eliminate cheating by incorporating it into your
Swinging.
relationship?
No, to me, I feel like we should build our own foundations of what a relationship should be. Like I see people that
Yeah,
get,
like your own guidelines.
But would, and
That's
I
a good- that's a
and
good
I
answer.
But I feel
understand-
like
You cool with
that's happens in
I'm cool with
everyone's
it.
relationship. You don't
no.
think?
All right, this is how I look at it. Like I
Or
see.
cheeks are
Strong,
better than
strong
two.
individuals relationship.
You're right. Strong
Hold on, you
individuals.
didn't hear
My
what
fault.
Kayan just
No,
said,
no, what she
bro.
My fault.
What?
4 cheeks are better than 2.
I thought he said some realer shit than I just did. I just said some real shit. This nigga talking about butt cheeks.
He's stuck on Chick-fil-A. That's what you talking about.
4 buns, please.
4 buns, please.
We smash
I-
it every day
I-
for
With the
Sunday, girl.
with the
I
Polynesian
feel what you're
sauce. What you
saying.
saying?
I feel what-
Polynesian.
It's the Polynesian sauce.
Falafels. Let me lick that falafel, girl.
Falafels.
Falafels is good.
From now
Falafel's
on,
mad
Falafels
good.
is
just
really
call
good.
me millennial.
I should have never said
Emphasis
that
on
word.
the millennial.
Millennial. No, that's mad funny.
Go ahead,
That's
yeah,
a
go
whole
ahead,
fact.
yeah.
hate these
No,
people.
I feel what he's saying of having a strong physical bond and having a strong spiritual bond or all that stuff, but you lost me when you said something about if you have a spiritual bond or if your bond is tight enough and then you can go on and bust a nut or have a physical connection with somebody else and still be able to come back to your significant other. And I feel like that's where it gets sticky.
That's where
Literally.
Like,
that's
literally,
where the
literally.
line stops. That's where I tell you no.
on my
We're not
blicky,
taking
yeah.
no fucking spiritual break from nobody.
No. The spiritual is what remains. The physical is the break.
Yeah,
and
I don't want to.
And that's
Alright.
what gets sticky to me.
Alright, this is my thing, right?
Again?
Yo, free 6ix9ine, by the way.
I feel like
Sticky cheeks. Go ahead.
I can't do that.
Go ahead.
What you?
Cito, go ahead.
Alright, this is my thing, right?
Go ahead.
And it's not for everybody,
STDs
right?
is the first reason.
Okay, it was just fact.
Yeah, but
I
if you
just- I just
clean
can't-
whatever
It don't
in the
matter.
perfect world.
Listen, to me, this is my problem, right? I see people get married in churches that don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying?
Oof.
Like
Okay.
I see
It's
people.
not for family.
Okay.
Like no, like we live. People are still living by standards that
Just
do
people
not
are OD, that's
that do
what
not
it is.
apply to what we're going through right now. So we're millennials, right? And it seems that cheating seems to every meme is about cheating or a side chick or this or that. To me, it's like, yo, if I had a business and the one thing that's messing up my profit is something, I'm going to find a way to eliminate it, reframe it, and use it and execute it to make my business grow, right? So why not do it in a relationship? If it seems that having sex with other people is the biggest problem, besides that we have no issues, then how do we reframe this, help it, and we both good so we could build to where the fuck we trying to go? That's just how I'm looking at it. Some people won't look at it and be like, no, did that? But to me, it's like, we gonna sit here and keep on going
So
through people's
this is
phones.
where you speak to your partner about like open relationships?
Yeah, we had that conversation. Like to me, it's
Yeah.
just kind of like I'm past the days of like, yo, there's a nigga out there with a bigger dick than me. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that.
So
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm beyond that. Like you feel me?
with another nigga fucking your bitch, and that's
See,
I can't
hold on,
even use it.
hold on,
in
hold on,
bed.
See,
Right?
when
hold
you
on,
say
hold on,
fucking
hold on,
your
hold on.
bitch, it
You
hits
see-
your heart
You see,
different.
but this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Why when it's cheating, it's fucking somebody's bitch, but we together it's making love. When nonetheless, I personally feel like when you having a sexual connection with somebody, it should be a beautiful thing, no matter how you want to look at it.
So you're
Like,
okay with somebody else making love to your woman?
yo, if that's the situation, then I mean,
Oh my God, no, you're not okay with
Hell
Hold on,
no.
let her
But why? To me, why not? Okay, I'm okay. How about this? I'm okay
is
with
great
having my
content.
wife. I'm okay.
great
I'm
content.
okay with having a wife, saying I do, knowing I have sexual urges, having a family, building a family, working, growing, looking at women here and there, possibly saying, all right, now I could go cheat, bust a nut, and then if she sees it one day, it might break her heart, and she may go into a deep funk and add way to do whatever the hell's gonna go on. Like to me, like when you think about what's going on, it's kind of like, all right, let's look at the two alternatives. It's kind of like in this space, I'm being a grown ass man, emotionally intelligent enough, and being transparent enough to say this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, and if you could sign up to this, then we could both be on that path to grow to be the best version of ourselves. I don't care what them old niggas did. Fuck them niggas, bro. What type of time we on? And that's how I look at it. And if you on that type of time, then cool. Like, this dude's like Taz Angels. He got a whole mansion. And there's like 9 girls in there. They be twerking, having fun. They sister-wise, having a good time. To me, it's like, if that's that lifestyle, then that's cool. Like,
I don't think they're happy as they make it seem though.
They're not.
Correct.
but are people happy in relationships that they're making this? Like, to me, it's kind of like,
No.
I feel like
But I
no
feel
one
like
is
when
as
you're-
happy as they make it seem.
No, but I feel like when you're
Type
with
shit.
someone, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen and people don't have open relationships and are okay and don't love the same, but I feel like, at least personally, when I like someone, when I love someone, when I'm in love, like I just want that person, and I'm not okay. I don't want to share that
Just
with
there
you.
and
you get possessive.
Because the
you get
reason
possessive.
why I'm so into you is because
Yeah.
you're a certain way with me that you are with no one else,
And
and
you
you
want
put
it
me on a
just for
pedestal,
you.
and I put that up
Cherish
there.
that,
Like I
cherish that.
cherish that. So why would I sit here and want to share that with
Yeah.
the next bitch? I don't want you
see,
to know
that's
what the
the-
fuck my nigga be on. What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, like no girl wants.
Right.
that's
Yeah.
possession.
And no,
So if
some guys
it's a
either.
woman that falls in love with you, and she is, she wants to just devote herself and her time and everything to you, and she falls in love with you, are you on that type of time?
The thing about that is, I'm not gonna lie, to me that's scary. Like I don't want
Well,
love.
falling in
I don't
love?
want
So that's why Cito wants
not
a
Falling in love is
relationship.
scary.
not just falling in
Cause we
love.
stand in love out here.
Standing in love.
High five,
I like
swinging ass
that.
nigga. Go ahead.
Nah, to me it's just like, all right, I'm scared of the possession of love, like that space. Like I don't want anybody to dedicate everything they're doing to me.
No,
That's not a
scary.
relationship,
That is
though.
scary.
Listen,
That's
or
scary.
It's not a
even honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like
50-50.
not even 50% sometimes to a certain extent. Like to me, it's like I feel like I'm a dope person. I love myself
Yeah,
to the
you are
fullest
dope.
extent.
Certified
I feel like
dope.
I can have fun by myself, and I want somebody that's on the same type of time, and we grow together. Like I see so many times where it's kind of like people don't be in love. People love who they are with people. Like it's kind of like
wow. Say that one more time. Say that one more time for the camera.
People don't be in love. Like they just love who they are with other people.
True.
So like 9 times out of 10, I find myself in a situation where because I love myself, women are attracted to me because I'm a mirror. They make them love their self, and they think that they love me, and it's like, no, you don't really know me. You just in love with yourself when you're around me. But the rest of the world makes you feel like shit. So that's not love to me. Love is when I'm me and you're you. The cup runneth over. Not you 50, I'm 50, we together.
Awesome.
Cup runneth over.
That boy just went
that
King
ass
James
though.
version on
the
this
cup runneth
bitch.
over. So for the
Not
cup,
the new
point.
King James
That's a
version.
good
But then
That's
it's
a good
like, if we have that, why do you want to share that? If why would you? Yeah, why would
Alright,
you
so,
want
alright,
to share?
hold on.
I guess
Alright, so
Anybody,
hold on.
my
People
Right,
get
like,
bored.
is that
Wait,
something that you
wait.
even believe
Why
in?
the fuck would I
But
be
if
in
you
love
get-
with somebody I get bored of?
Listen,
what the fuck?
Let's keep it stacked. Yo, I don't give a
make no
fuck who the
fucking
fuck
sense.
you are. Like if I've been with God like for 28 years and that nigga bore me sometimes. You feel me? Like, listen, I don't care who you are, right? Like for real, yo, you know what type of time it is. You made me. You know what I'm on. Listen, for real though, keep it a whole stack. What's the long relationship you've been in?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 3 years.
3 years. So you telling me at no point in that 3 years you was like, yo, this nigga pipe game, which is not having it right now.
Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time.
Yeah, but I was in a bad relationship for 3 years. It wasn't like I was in a very like whoopsie doopsie. Like I'm
but
so like
relationships are
in
never-
the beginning when things were good, like they were good. I wasn't bored. I was being myself. I'll go hang out with my friends. You go hang out with yours. Like balance. I don't want to be all about, oh my God, everything I do is for you. Like, no, I'm my own person.
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
I'm not going to leave myself
Crazy.
behind.
That's
You
crazy.
have to be
with
in a
you.
good space.
That's crazy.
Like
That's
on
what I'm
your own
saying.
as well.
Which is,
to bring that into a
And a lot of people
But
don't
we
get
just-
in relationships because they're good with themselves. They get in relationships to get better with
It's
themselves.
what Cito said. Look,
The
in a
mirror shit.
in a relationship,
Go ahead.
in a relationship, you gotta first love yourself to the point that you're ready to love someone else.
Yeah.
Because
Ain't no
if you
other
don't
way.
love yourself first, you're gonna expect that person to love you. And if that person doesn't fulfill that love that you're asking them for, guess what? All hell's gonna break
And then you
loose.
want to blame them for everything.
And then
all fact. It's a whole fact. And think about, we so lustful when
And
we
then they
young
start-
that we just okay.
No, then they start acting so.
yeah.
It becomes that because like no lie, like I see people look like, yo, like you took the best years of my life, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people
yeah,
start
yeah.
saying shit like that, like because like
Cito been through it all, low key.
Nah,
What a
it's
damn
not even that.
book.
Like you just grow, like no lie. And I talked about this, like yo, like I remember I was in a relationship, right? We were in a relationship for like 8 years, right? I fucked up a lot. OD fucked up a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He was
I
young
told you.
too.
Facts.
But at one point, I was willing to marry her because she just been through all that.
With
Like,
you, yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it. This is what I have to do now. We've been together. We got time. Society says, yo, go find the ring size. And I'm just like, and on God,
Jacob's jewelry.
this was crazy. That's when I found out that homie cheated, to bring out the other point.
Oh, so
because
that's just the whole script.
because I was cheating to a lot of different shit. Like, I had a girlfriend
Yeah.
3.5 years in a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh my
On
God.
and off
Yeah, I'm
and
growing,
shit. On and off.
growing. But it's crazy how in that space, like, I was kind of excited that she cheated. Cause now I feel like I got my freedom to be at a space to like
becomes balance at that point.
exactly. And
Yeah.
to keep it a stack is like I have friends that, no shade, but I love y'all, that like they have kids, they build a life, and then eventually like it clicks and they're like, damn, this is like now I know who I really am. This is not the person for me. But I already built this foundation.
Like it's too late.
Yeah, I
Type
can't
shit.
run away from it. I got kids. I gotta pay bills.
Yeah, you got like a foundation
you know what I'm
already.
saying? So it's kind of like as a man, you just stick it out, but it's still kind of like
You're not happy, nigga.
you're just not.
then
And
you
it's just
start
kind of
swinging.
like no lie. I just want to be happy, and I ain't gonna lie. What's the best? Some of the best time you ever had in your life is in the playground, right on the swing, right?
Facts.
So why we playing, man? Let's start swinging, baby.
That's
To each his own, because I'm not swinging
that-
with nobody.
Wait, let's get this
I'm not
term
swinging
swinging
with
out in the
anybody.
table because I think I have the idea, but is it like
No, but
having
is it-
interrelationships?
It's
Like-
kind of
Swinging
like,
isn't like,
it's kinda
let me get
an
your
open
bitch and I'll
relationship.
give you my bitch.
It's kind of like
Alright,
open
alright, hold on,
relationship.
my fault,
Open
time out.
relationship.
Why
Like a
every
big orgy
time,
type.
Why every time we talk about like sex outside of relationship, the woman becomes the bitch? Like it's like, oh,
So she's
I
a
fucked your
bitch,
bitch.
nigga?
Oh, like what is that? Like why?
If it's not your girlfriend, it's bitch, dog.
But why?
No, it's just a form of
No,
like,
No, but I know,
the
but-
general
No, but I get it.
perspective.
But you got to think about the psychology of that. Like,
Female dog.
think about the impact of the church that's had on the beginning of civilization, and thou shalt
Talk
not
to
cheat, thou
priest
shalt
to
not
Cito
steal, all that
pastor.
shit. Now, when you think about it, like even the Scarlet Letter, the A's and shit like that,
Yeah.
like how women are in the patriarchal society look at other women for cheating or being sexually liberated. Like I feel like that's a problem. Like no lie, like yo, not to shout my mom legit ain't never bust a nut in her fucking life, b. and my pops is king. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like no funny shit. No funny shit.
What was just said right now?
No. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm very transparent in my
I'm
family.
telling your mom.
Cito's
I'm telling your mom.
Hello?
Tell her she
All right,
knows
hold
every
on.
time I talk about. Listen, you gotta understand. Like no lie, there's a lot of grown women that's old. Like when sex
And they
was
haven't.
just have my kid. I'm home late from work. Like just take the dick.
Like, no real
Like there was
pleasure,
no real
yeah.
sex. There was some women on that type of time, but there's a lot of women in that space. To a space they can't even talk about it. To a space if they speak in that light, they're looked at differently.
Like
To me,
nympho.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
Like I think that's not the space we should live in. Like your soul doesn't have a gender.
Right.
So if
Very
I'm in
true.
that space, it's kind of like I should find a soulmate.
Right.
And if I love you within the soul, my flesh is a different space.
Mm.
So we here and we connect in that light. That's one thing. But if we in that flesh standpoint and we talking about, it's like we getting high. Let me go get high real quick. Don't mean that I don't want to go to work. Like I just want to be high. Like
Yeah.
so like
It's
my
two different
relationship
worlds.
is work. And like my going out is just that standpoint. And I've grown from, at one point I was like, my wife ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I've grown from that to understand that, yo, you free, baby. Like we just in this together.
How old are you again, Cito?
28, turning 29.
Okay, yeah. So
Interesting.
it also
When-
takes that age of maturity to think
When's
the
your
way you think,
birthday,
because he
Cito?
really just sat here and said his mom has never busted a nut. I've never heard no
She-
man ever tell me that. in my
I
life.
don't think she's never busted a nut. I don't think
pretty
that
scary.
maybe
That's pretty
someone
vulnerable.
else hasn't made her. Okay.
When's
No,
your
like
birthday?
he took the
May
survey.
11th.
He took
Yeah,
the survey
yeah.
for the mom. Mom, you've never.
Yo, it's a different. Like, yeah, it's a different. It's a different
Can I
time.
ask you a question, Cito?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
What if you're practicing what you're saying right now?
Mm-hmm.
You're just with somebody, you guys got your own things going on, and you're okay with maybe okay, let me be specific. Like you're okay with maybe you dating other women or having physical relationships with other women as you are with her, having physical relationships with other
Sounds so
people,
much better.
all that stuff, right? And then she tells you that, you know what, like I'm kind of in love with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
What happens then?
Yo, to be honest, like that's just the course of life. Like it's gonna bother me. It's gonna hurt. But it's kind of like
You'll have that in the back of your mind all the time that she might find a better vibe than you.
see. That's the thing about it though. Like
That's fear.
exactly. That's fear. A lot of
That's a
times
lot of fear in my heart.
It's fear and it's ego. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times it's kind of like it's so wild. Like when you look at animals, they don't look at it like, oh my god, like you just made it with somebody else. Or it's just kind of like
You don't know that.
if I'm living, I live soul then flesh, and if I'm in that space, it's kind of like yo, that's nature's law. Like I don't get mad like when a river when a log falls in the river and the water starts going the other way. That's nature's law. Like that's just the way it went. Like I'm assuming that
But your feelings are gonna be hurt.
Huh?
A little bit,
But
of
my
course,
thing about
you're
it is
human.
though, it's gonna be that's natural though. But to me, it's
I
like
know, but that's okay for you to feel hurt and for you to probably, how you have learned from so many different scenarios in your life, to try to learn from that and try to see what it is that, because if you want to love someone, if you want to love someone selfishly, and by selfish, it's not even like selfish, like you can't look at the next person, or when if a nigga comes in the room, you can't look him in his eye and type of
That's wild.
stupid shit like
that's
that.
wild.
Okay, that's different.
I'ma look.
But
That's
then
not- it's
I'm gonna look on purpose.
because you're talking about like no, it's not even that. Like you already know, like he doesn't have to worry about me in a room with his friends. He doesn't have to worry about me at all. He doesn't have to worry about me at work, and that's what it is. Like because he just knows, like he knows what we have, and then he knows how I am when I'm by myself, how I am when I'm with him. Like it's just what it is.
Nasty girl.
So I don't know. To me, it's like you can learn from that, because then like you can learn from feeling that, like how you feel when you are placed, or have you ever been placed in those type of situations, because then you say stuff like, animals, and it's like we're conscious beings, like
But-
like
But
it's okay.
we don't know if animals be hurt. They be hurt.
Hey, and that's another thing. You feel me?
but conscious,
But probably not. But it's
they
like
conscious too
I've
much,
seen
too,
a
so-
lion cry before.
Yeah, they're conscious.
because this bitch fucked another lion.
You seen the penguin, the little penguins?
with the whole
Haven't you seen Happy Feet?
Happy Feet is a
Didn't
No,
I
not even Happy Feet. The one that he left, and Shorty was cheating on him, so he had to go fuck up the nigga.
And
He
they
was
got all
pecking him,
bloody.
and they got all bloody. Get the
Oh,
fuck out
I
of here,
seen
animals.
that.
He
I
felt that
seen
shit.
that.
All right, but hold on. But to me,
felt that
He got
someone-
cheated on
But
He
hold
felt
on.
someone
Alright,
fucked his
but
bitch.
this is the problem,
and
right?
took care of his eggs.
That's
That
different.
boy
though.
said,
I seen that.
The
That
penguin
was
walk.
real.
That's like ancestry, like keeping your legacy going on.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
not for real. Like if I was really out here, like yo, like you just fucked my girl, and now it's like I don't know if that's my son. That's different. Because now it's like my bloodline, my last name, everybody that survived through whatever my ancestors went through, I'm not sure if that legacy continues on because of this decision.
Good point.
Now, even though I'm not realizing that in the minute, that's what it comes down to. Like, no matter how we want to fun sex is or is pleasurable, it's to mate, it's to reproduce. We're here to keep the legacy going on. If our legacy stops as human beings because of us, we are the worst human beings to ever exist.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, people are getting to the point that they said that they don't want to have kids.
That's
like,
crazy.
Your name
that's why
die.
Toys R Us is closed down. Like a lot of
crazy.
people not having kids, and it's kind of like
Toys R Us dying down
A
'cause
lot of people are not.
yo, Toys R Us not yo. All the Toys R Us up top is gone. Them niggas
No, but also too
They
because
are over here, too.
Amazon killed Toys R Us. That's why.
damn.
Don't try to be Toys.
Nah, but
Yeah,
I'm not
people
gonna
don't
hold
want
you.
to
I'm
have
not
kids,
gonna-
so they
no
closed
lie, I'm
down
not
all
gonna hold
Toys
you.
R Us because
When
they're
I was-
not having kids.
When I was younger, I went to like at least like 3 baby showers a month. Now it's like 1.
Yeah.
Like it
If that,
don't
yeah.
really be the same. Like people ain't really
I
out
feel you.
here
I
with
feel
kids.
you.
Like they just
And
not.
we broke.
Our parents was broke.
Hey,
Our
money,
parents
money,
are broke,
money
but they
ain't an
have
excuse.
exactly.
You know why money's not an
Money's not.
excuse? Because how the heck do all these families in their Latin countries be having all these damn
All these
kids,
damn
and they
kids.
always
Nah,
got
no
food
lie,
on
no,
their
No, you know
table?
why? You know why?
Always.
Papito Dios.
They deliver the kids by themselves in the crib.
Nah, it's a fact.
So they saved
But it's
the
what we care about.
$10,000.
It's what we care about. Like no lie, I'd rather save money to have a good car than to have a kid, and that's how a lot of people feel. They'd rather have Yeezys than pay for Pampers. That's
I
just
feel you.
That's crazy.
That's
People
the
are still
reality.
selfish. Still selfish.
It's a good
They're
point.
not
Let's
I
get to
feel
the
like-
final thoughts. We can wrap this up.
No, I feel like the kids is just that's a
Whole
that's a
nother
bigger
topic.
step. That's a bigger step. That's another step. That's like a different side of the house. If I'm working on a house and I'm remodeling my bathroom, I'm not gonna go and start remodeling my kitchen because I'm still working on my bathroom. I mean, you can, but now you're gonna have all the house fucked up. You're gonna have your shit everywhere.
Yeah,
so
It's a lot of energy into
Baby,
other
heard?
people,
Yeah,
but
it's-
yourself that you have to put in. I'm good.
You hear me?
it's like steps.
Yo, but
I
people
said
been-
Yenny.
Yanny. No, she was just working on the bathroom
But the living room looking cluttered, fam.
because everything was in the living room.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, I'm just saying that to.
Cito had great perspectives.
Oh,
Oh, he
always.
does.
Yeah, you always
Always.
do. But some of the answers you gave,
I'm not 100% agreeing
no,
with, but
look.
Okay.
But some of
I
the
respect
answers,
that.
no, that's
Yeah.
what what
Yeah.
podcasting is
Yeah,
for. you know
I
what I'm
respect
saying?
that 100%.
But some of the perspectives you gave, I've never even
yeah.
like high on some weed. I've never even thought of things
Yeah.
the way you just
Yeah,
gave it
you're-
out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Cause yo, bro, like it's tough. Like you see a lot of shit. Like
I
I,
gotta
don't
be
know.
28.
You know why? You know why I don't like
Turning
this?
21.
Because
You gotta be
even if I
28.
don't agree, the way you
Douche.
speak is just so beautiful. You speak just so beautifully that it's like even if I don't agree,
He
I'm like,
made
it
a lot
sound
of
good,
he made
so-
a lot of sense. Like he makes the whole like, oh, I'm in such a good space with you that I can go and visit some other shit and come back.
He just
like
said-
pick up
No,
where I left
but
off.
it's-
He
He
made it
just make
sound
it
so
sound
good, but
nice.
then when you really think about it, like nigga, what?
Nigga just said he gonna go and cheat on his girl.
But that's their life though. Like that's the craziest thing, right? Like when I leave
It
somebody,
makes sense.
their life
beautiful
continues
nothings.
on. Like if I'm
Sweet
not
nothings.
here, if I'm not here, your life continues on. Like say you're watching Netflix or something, you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
There's my perspective. And it just goes to your perspective. And you just had 3 years of a beautiful life, and you're still thinking of what I'm doing. Yo, in that 3 years, I could have changed as a person. But in your mind, like
You're
we
still the
hold
same
we
person,
hold people
baby.
hostage in our brain for a time frame. Like last night was my uncle's party, you know what I'm saying? And I see so many people like, I remember when you were a baby. And it's like, yo, my mom could have told you 1,000 stories about how I'm grown. But for you, it's easier that I'm a baby because that reminds a moment for you. So that's all I am to
wow.
you.
Wow,
and that's
that's good.
okay for you. But I'm somebody else or something. Like, so to me, it's kind of like we look at people for what we want. We like, you got to stay here. Certain people, I'm only going to be 14. Like, in certain people's mind, I'm always going to be 14.
Facts.
And I could be 50 years old. But
Like,
know why?
oh, I
Because it's
remember when
comfortable
he
for
was
them while I'm
14.
14.
Yeah, like their mind and memories locked into.
It's
that
just
certain
locked
window
into that.
of time.
People
That's
won't
great.
allow you
That's
to
really
grow
nice.
out of
That's good
the
perspective.
narrative or the space of where you're at. And it blows mine. That's why certain friends look at me now like, y'all remember when you was rolling dice, nigga? And it's like, okay, and I
But
remember
when it
that
comes,
too.
I mean, when it comes to like your woman or your, whoever you choose to share your life with,
Yeah.
I feel like that person should want and allow you to reinvent yourself every single day and accept you for your mistakes and want you to always be the best. And if they do get upset at any decision that you make that they might not agree with, or whatever you decide to do that they might not agree with, it's because they expected you to do better. It's because they have those high expectations and they want you to, whatever, they have those expectations. The person that you share your life with is not looking at you as an, oh, I met you a year ago and this is how I met you, so I want you to be like this forever. That shouldn't be the person that you want to spend your life with. You're talking about people from the block or your boys or your cousin or your uncle. But when it comes to the person that you're going to spend your life with, it's like that person should want growth within your relationship, should want growth from you individually. Like, I like to see him do his thing individually from me. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we're together, we create such great vibes. We create we do what we do because he is so beautifully just put together independently from me. You know what I'm saying?
Got a real one, man. You got
Yeah,
but
awesome.
that's
my heart's melting.
For real, like I was like, yo, damn, like, I'm about to hit a corner right now.
I want niggas to talk about me like that.
Listen.
I hope I see him talking about me like that.
Listen.
Great.
There's hope.
Look,
There's hope.
Listen. I kid you not. Looking at her say that, I was like, damn, who is she talking about? He sounds like a good nigga. He sound like a good nigga. We have to meet this guy. See, he's probably gonna cheat on me with that guy. He's gonna fuck my bitch. Now I'm sitting here with my bitch fucked and no swings and nothing, dog.
No
swings.
And we gonna wrap this up.
I definitely
shit. I can never say it because then Yanz is just gonna.
No, I think you're awesome. I feel like you are.
Yeah,
every time
great,
I see you,
great.
I feel like you're in a good space, or at least you portray that, and that's very powerful and that's very positive. That your energy, regardless of if someone cut you off in the morning or whatever it is, like you portray yourself and you give out such beautiful energy, and I'm looking forward to seeing that from you for the rest of our lives. And I'm just so happy that you're here, and I know that you're gonna find the one, maybe not today, but maybe hopefully tomorrow. Whoever.
Don't go Muslim on us now.
Whatever.
We're trying to have 7 wives.
Nah, you got it.
Whatever one person or whatever multiple women, can make you feel like, you can just grow as far as like a person within your business and stuff like that. Like whoever's gonna help you, because at the end of the day, it's people or that person to support you and to help you financially, mentally.
It's a fact. It's like teamwork.
You gotta get it. You feel me?
You kind of need that.
Hell yeah, Cito.
To that.
Thank you for coming through, bro. Appreciate you.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
One last thing. My fault. All
course.
right. Not to the point that you made, like, cause like I really dead be going through ups and downs, and it's crazy because it's like the only peace that I found in this world is understanding that like there is gonna be always the turmoil. Like it's kind of like I be going through it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 100%. But it's the process. It's like once I realized I was lost, then I realized I was found. Because you're always going to be in it no matter
always
what.
a cycle, yeah, back
so
and
no
forth.
matter how you want to look at it, it's just like understanding that process. Like a lot of times I wanted certain things to validate me, and I realized that because I validated myself, those things happen.
Yeah.
And I only want to love myself and grow within myself and attract the person that wants to share that with me. And
Amen.
and just to the last point is like, I'm not saying that we can't be together for 10 years and stay and nothing happens. It may be a spontaneous night and we're just like, you know what? We're going to leave that alone because we're building what we're building. I'm not saying every night we're going to go to sleep with it, like, you know what I'm saying, sleep with whoever. But to me, it's just being in
that becomes not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. But I'm just saying just being in that space to understand that it's like, yo, we really in this. Because I love your soul and you love mine. And that's just how I feel.
Good point,
Cito's
dog.
great.
Hey, clap it one more time. Cito Blanko in the building. Y'all special guys.
New York in the building. Where are you from? Bronx?
From the Bronx, man.
Yay.
BX, man. Stand up, gun hole, roll, whoopty ha, baby. You know what type of time it is.
Say gang.
Hey, till
Gang,
next time,
gang.
y'all stay blessed.
Bye.
Never stressed.
Well, a little stressed, but always more
Always more
blessed.
blessed.
It's the liquid, y'all. Till next time.
One.